Why would Trump sign this executive order right here, which requires Pam Bondi and Pete Hegseth to determine how the military can be used in domestic law enforcement? And here's the answer.
And now the director of the Port of Los Angeles says, as you're about to hear, the shipments from China have stopped. The stark forecast for the nation's busiest port.
In 2 weeks' time, arrivals will drop by 35%, as essentially all shipments out of China for major retailers and manufacturers has ceased, and cargo coming out of Southeast Asia locations is much softer than normal, with the tariffs now in place.
You see what's going on right now? These tariffs are scaring people.
For now, a 145% tariff on China will have an impact.
That simply means that if you're buying a product from China, it costs 2.5 times more than it did last month.
The twin ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach, the nation's second busiest, are the drivers of the Southern California economy. This week, the Los Angeles County Economic Development Corporation predicting the trickle-down effects of the tariffs that now threaten $500 billion in revenue for our region and put 2 million workers at risk.
Just think of how chaotic things in this country are going to get when everybody starts losing their jobs.
CEO of the Trucking Association says truck drivers will be among those impacted.
There's just, unfortunately, outside pressures that is going to cause folks to probably lose their jobs.
Wow. You see what's going on now? When people start losing their jobs, the crime rate inevitably is going to start going up. And guess what? That's when the military needs to come in and keep everyone under control. In other words, things are about to get real serious out here.
Hold the hell on. Just wait 1 minute. You mean to tell me as of yesterday, we have 90 days until this person in the presidential office decides to enact martial law? Underneath Section 4 of this executive order, it says using national security assets for law and order. Within 90 days of the date of this order, which is April 28, 2025, the Attorney General and the Secretary of Defense, in consultation with the Secretary of Homeland Security and the heads of agencies as appropriate, shall increase the provision of excess military and national security assets in local jurisdictions to assist state and local law enforcement. Within 90 days of the date of this order, the Secretary of Defense, in coordination with the Attorney General, shall determine how military and national security assets, training, non-lethal capabilities, and personnel can most effectively be utilized to prevent crime. So martial law, bitch. Y'all mean to tell me that y'all did all of this saying that the Democrats were the same as the Republicans, saying that Kamala Harris was not better than Donald Trump, and in the first 100 days, this man has rolled back rights and now is thinking about enacting martial law within 90 days of yesterday? I get it. Y'all hate black people so much. We get it. For 400 years, y'all haven't got over it. For some reason, our very existence bothers you. We get it. We know y'all don't have better hobbies. Like, our existence is the bane of your existence. We know that y'all can't help but hate us to the point that you will disenfranchise yourself just so that we will not have any type of progress. We get it. Y'all don't like us. We fine with that. It's a personal problem for you. But the fact that y'all put somebody in office because your hatred for us is so strong, y'all would really suffer just so we would suffer. That is insane. Y'all would rather run this country into the ground than to ever see another black leader in this country. That is wild. Racism is illogical to the point that people hate other people that they would harm themselves just so other people could not get ahead. Y'all really sending us into a dictatorship because y'all hate us. And you would rather suffer than to see our progress. This is insane.
We're essentially under martial law now. Trump just signed an executive order that's mobilizing our military to, quote, maintain law and order. Within 90 days of the date of this executive order, he's ordered the Attorney General and Secretary of Defense to consult with the Secretary of Homeland Security and increase the provisions of excess military and national security assets in local jurisdictions to assist state and local law enforcement. Also strengthening and unleashing America's law enforcement to pursue criminals, quote unquote, and protect innocent citizens. They've already stripped away due process entirely, and now with this, if they don't like what you have to say, they can just point a finger at you and away you go. You're witnessing the fall of our nation in real time, right in front of you. Unprecedented waters that we've never been in. A dictatorship and a monarchy. Destroying democracy.
Martial law about to be enacted in the United States, strengthening and unleashing America's law enforcement to pursue criminals and protect innocent citizens. They want to aggressively police communities against all crime, seek enhanced sentences for crimes against law enforcement officers, and look at what it says about within 90 days of this order, which again, 90 days from today, they will, quote unquote, increase the provision of excess military and national security assets in local jurisdictions to assist state and local law enforcement. In case you can't understand that, that means that there are going to be military officers in our cities to, quote unquote, prevent excess crime. This is martial law being enacted. One of the aspects that they are focusing on is anti-discrimination, quote unquote, under the guise of fighting diversity, equity, and inclusion. I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm not telling you what to do. But if you have the ability to leave the country, I would tell you, you have about 90 days. Unless you like the idea of martial law being enacted,